Welcome back. This is Krakenworks 3D. I'm Craig. Oh, geez. We're going to try the headset stand one more time. A friend of mine came over and saw the headset hanger that we completed in the last video. They want a solution for their headset, but the hanger's not going to work. They can't put it on the wall. They can't mount it to furniture. They need a stand. So I'm going to try to do the stand one more time. I hope one more time. Let's give it a shot. As usual, here we are in Fusion 360. I'm going to decide after I record this if I'm going to do the time lapse with music or if I'm going to go through the design and explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Maybe both. Here we go. As always, we're starting with a sketch. Here we go. I'm going to start off with a rectangle that is going to be 100 millimeters. Let's make that 150 millimeters I'm going to go 10 millimeters. I don't think it needs to be quite as thick as what I had on the original. Now I need to figure out the height, the overall height. So I'm going to add a construction line at the center of my base. And I'm going to try to make it 200 millimeters tall. And I'm going to design the top portion, which I'm going to use the measurements from the hanger versus the original stand, because I like those dimensions a little bit better. So I'm going to start with a construction circle. I don't need to do a circle, I can just do a line. I'm going to go down 45 millimeters. And I'm going to do one more. No, I don't need to do one more because I'm not adding the holes. All right. So from there, I'm going to do a circle at the center of this, 200 millimeters. And I need to do a line 5 millimeters over. With another line from there, I'm going at a 45-degree angle. And the length doesn't really matter because I'm going to trim everything, so I'm just going to extend that out past the circle. And that line may not matter either. I'm just going to go ahead and create the top, and I'll join it to the base, to the upright, as I construct them. I'll go ahead and mirror this. I'm going to go ahead and trim this up. Okay, that gives me the rough shape for my top. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the top portion here. And after I get this all done, I will go back and hopefully kind of make it pretty. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. I'll trim these off. Okay, so there's the basic outline of the top. I'm going to offset the center line. I'm going to go two ways. Excuse me. And I'm going to go with 10 millimeters. Well, I guess it helps if I... So that's double the thickness of previous. That should work. I'll trim these lines up here. Okay. I think for now we're going to go with that sketch, and I'll come back and add additional features as I need to. Okay, so for the base, I'm going to extrude the base. I'm going to extrude it symmetrically. I'm going to go 50 millimeters each way on that. Put my sketch back on. And then I'm going to extrude the top. It needs to be 30 millimeters for the headset, plus 5 millimeters front and back to account for the wall, essentially. So I will go 40 millimeters. No, 20. I'm going to go 20 because I want it to go each way. So I'm going to go symmetrical on it. I'm going to go 20 millimeters. Okay, that works for that. Now we'll put the front lip and back lip on. We'll go from there. 5 millimeters. We'll spin this around. And extrude that same profile from this object. Let's try that one more time. We're going to extrude that object, or that profile, from this object, -5. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Now we need to extrude this profile, and I'm going to go symmetric on it as well. And if I go 20, yeah, I'm going to go 20. We'll go 20. Turn my sketch off. Okay, let me go back to this feature here. I'm going to change it to new body for now. I can combine them later. Also, I want to go back to the original sketch because I want this offset to be 30. That's too much. Undo. Let's change that to 15. Change that to 15. There we go. Finish sketch. Okay, I like that. I'm going to chamfer those by 10. What's that look like? I think I like it. I'm also going to chamfer that corner, that corner, that corner, and that corner at 5. Nope, that's not going to work. Five wouldn't either, so I'd have to extend that out. Okay, let me do some changing on the fly here. So I want to edit this extrusion here to make it 25 each direction. And then I need to edit this one, make it 10. Edit this one, make it 10 also. Make it back to that one, because that needs to be -10. There we go. Now, let's see what happens whenever we do the chamfer here. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, I like that. A little beefier, a little fancier. Let's do one more chamfer down here. Do all 4 of these corners. And we'll see what a... Yeah, I think I want more than 15. Maybe 20? Or 5. Let's go 30. All right, I like that. I'm liking where this is going so far. Let's do some chamfers down here at the bottom. Oh, I need to combine those. Yeah, I need to combine these, so I will go combine right there. I'll combine all these into one. There we go. Now let's try to fillet this stuff down below. See what 15 looks like. That's, I don't want to fill it. Come on now. I want a chamfer. I want all these hard edges or these hard angles. Make it look hard. Not really. I just kind of like the angular features of this, the way it's going right now. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, let's do some more chamfering. Chamfer happy! First, I am going to do some fillets. I don't know if this will let me do what I'm thinking, but I want to throw some fillets on here just so it's maybe not so hard on the headphones. Okay, there we go. Now I'll try to throw a chamfer on that, and that of 3, 2. Yeah, I like that. And one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go down here to the bottom, and I'm going to put some feet on it again, I hope. These are going to be throw some reference lines in here so I can adjust. You know what I should be doing. I should be just making a line at that location, and then I will go back and fix said line to the proper size so that I can change one line. So I want this line equal. That line there. Am I doing? Oh. I don't know how I did that, but I removed the equal from my menu up there. Okay, there we go. It's back. Didn't know I could even do that. Cool. Okay, now I'll just throw some lines in. of unspecified length. Make sure I get these in the right spot. Okay, now click equal. That one, and 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 that one. Now if I change the length of that one line, it'll change all of them. Brilliant! I'll do the same thing with the circles. And equal. That one to that one. That one to that one. That one to that one. There we go. Look at that. I'm learning stuff. Yay! However, I do not like how close to the edge it is, so I'm going to change this dimension to 14. Like that a little bit better. Okay, good to go. Finish sketch. I will extrude these 4 locations inwards, or upwards, technically. So negative. Hang on, be right back. Okay, I'm going to go negative 2 millimeters after I just measured the little non-slip gripper feet pads, whatever you want to call them. Now, this should be much sturdier and hopefully much more appealing. Don't know. But I'll get it saved and I'll get a prototype printing and see how it works out. So I guess I'll see you in the slicer. Well, maybe. All right. So that was either a time lapse of the design, or you got to hear me sit here and struggle through explaining what I'm doing. We'll see what happens. So let's get in the slicer and we'll go from there. Here we are in Orca Slicer once again. I'll get this sliced and we'll see how it goes. Let's get this resynced over to the correct printer. It seems I forgot to add a few more chamfers. So let's do that real quick and we'll run back into the slicer. Chamfer. I'm going to do a 1 millimeter chamfer on the bottom just to make it a little fancy. We got one more chamfer to do here on top. I'm going to go with 3. I like that. Okay, now back to the slicer. Here we are again with the corrected model. 4 walls, 4 top shells, 4 bottom shells, just because I want it to be strong. 10% infill. I'll see what that looks like after I slice it. Might be okay. Don't know. Orientation looks fine. Rotate it 45 degrees for time lapse beautification, I guess. I am going to try the time lapse on the. I'm going to try a smooth time lapse on using the Bamboo camera. We'll see how that turns out. It's going to add a bunch of print time though. It's fine. Speed supports. Well, I do need to add supports. There will be traditional supports on the build plate only for the little recesses for the feet. Hopefully I don't break this one. All right, let's slice it and see how long it's going to take. 5 hours, not bad. Let's cruise down through the layers and see what it looks like. You know what? We're going to roll with it. Sorry, I didn't mean to look at you over my glasses. Some people get weirded out by that. Life. Okay. So let's get this sent over to the printer. Make sure we have the time lapse turned on, and we'll get it printing. Well, I think it turned out good. It's one piece so far. Let me see if I can... Well, I'll just show it to you before I break it. Here it is. Smaller top. It's not as decorative as the first version. Oh, too close. Let's try that. But it should fit nice and neat. Let's test it before we break it. Yeah, it seems to work all right. They fit nice and neat. They don't fall over. This should take care of it. All right. Let me do some processing. Let me take those off. Show you the bottom. That's from that fancy plate that I like to use. The circles there that you can kind of make out, if I can get the angle right. There you go, you can see them. Those are supports. Let me see if I can pop those out without breaking this thing. Well, oh, there we go. Here's one. There's two, no breakage so far. Good deal, good deal. Oh, dropped that one on the floor, but it popped out. See if I can get this one. Okay. So there's the little recesses. I've got these little foam rubber feet. See if we can pop these into place. Kind of hard to do with one hand-ish. All right. There it is. I know it's kind of far away, but I can't really do much handheld. And I can't hold the camera and something else very well because this hand don't work so good. So there it is. I'll see what my friend thinks of it, and it might be going to a new home. Let me know what you think. If you like the content, hit all the buttons down, down there. Yeah, that's all I got. If you've got any comments, concerns, or suggestions, just leave them down there in the comment section. If you enjoy the content, please consider liking and maybe subscribing over here. I think you might like this video over here. Thanks for watching.